Hello there, welcome to my channel, and if this is your first time here, welcome. This is Essential Patience and I am Patience. In today's video, it's actually going to be something simple because I was going to do this. I was like, okay, let me just show people there is something that is very underestimated in skincare and hair care, and it's not that expensive and it's great. Let's see. I'm talking about nothing else except for shea butter. Shea butter, however you pronounce it, it is literally like gold. Well, maybe not the price. But shea butter is actually very good, and I got this 5-pound one. I already opened a little bit and stuff. But there is a way I like to melt it, because sometimes it can be harder, sometimes it's soft, just when it's not too hard. But I like to package my shea butter so that it's not here. If you put it into containers, it's still kind of difficult to use. So I am going to basically melt it and package it, and just want to share how I do it. This first video that I'm doing, because I'm going to do another one for specifically hair oil, but this one is for what I use for my hair and my skin. So I'm not going to really manipulate too much or anything, but I'm going to package it in a way that's easy to use for my hair. I really love shea butter for my hair and for my skin, which I actually used it today. So it's really good, but let's get into it. So we're gonna put this big one over here. I should have had some stuff out here, but let's just get this stuff out. So I got 2 glasses here. I was gonna get a bigger pan, but then I was like, no, I'll just use this one. Right now, I'm just gonna get some water into this, and I'm gonna put it on the boil. You don't want the water to be too much. I just filled it about halfway, and I'm just gonna put it on fire. And so I'm gonna clean these, and a wooden spoon would be really good, but also you would want to get some metal. I think I might have lost my ladle in my move, because it is not here. Something you have every day after you move. You might have forgotten something. I have tore this kitchen upside down. Well, not really, but I think I left it at my old apartment. I need to get a new one. Well, it's good to know, right? Because getting a new one would be the best thing for me. This is the pan I'm going to use on here. Let's see if it's this one too. But you want to get something for this hotness. If you're going to be handling glass, I think it's best to get some mittens, and this is better than dish towels. They protect you more. To really get this going, you need something to store your shea butter in. So think, where can I store it? Preferably glass. So I have some glasses that I want to use, but I also have some shea butter containers that I'm already using. So I'm going to start with those. So I'm starting with these, and they already have a little bit of shea butter in there, but it doesn't really matter. And this is kind of what I was talking about. Like, when you put your shea butter in directly, it's so uneven. It's kind of hectic trying to just get it out. But I have 5 pounds, so obviously that's not going to be enough, but I'm not using all of it. I'm going to save some for the hair oil. I think I'll do 3, just 3 containers, and then I'll store the rest. I love mason jars, by the way. Find another one, shea butter. So I'm gonna start with those, and then if I need a fork, I would do this one. Not much cleaning for them. You don't have to worry about the water, like you have them dry. And now the water is almost like a boil. It doesn't have to like straight up boiling pasta level. You can just take your wooden spoon and scoop out your shea butter. So this can get messy, but it gets messy once, and then you don't have to have it be messy ever again. So you do the next batch. Put this in here. If your shea butter is super hard, cut it, because I've had shea butter like that too. It doesn't mean it's bad or anything. What you can do is cube it, not in like the tiniest cubes, but you also want to make sure like everything is melting in a good time. One, it's not like burning, because you could burn your shea butter. I don't know what burnt shea butter is like. Not too bad, because I do know there are people who actually cook with shea butter. Have you ever heard of that? I remember I didn't like it. I didn't like the smell of like shea butter and onions. It's, oh my goodness, I smelled that years ago, like over a decade ago, and I could still distinctively smell it. I just don't like it. I don't like it. Okay, so I'm gonna put this on fire, but it's just gonna do its thing here. Start to melt. Just gonna throw fire on high, and then I'll later switch it. So you can prepare another one. Like I said, I wasn't trying to overload it. And there's a reason why you don't want to put it directly on the fire, because you're not trying to fry it. You're just trying to melt it. So it's better to like have water under, just have the vapor do it rather than boil the whole shea butter in a pan and put on fire. I don't know if there's anything wrong with that, but I personally wouldn't. Okay, this should be enough. Whatever's left, I'll use for the hair oil. So it doesn't really matter. Watch out for that video coming out soon. The good thing about this is like whatever products are left, you can just like put on yourself. Okay, it's starting to melt. Let's look. So this is what our shea butter looks like right now. You can see the melting is starting. Look at it. Okay, let's just leave it alone a little bit. But we don't want it to burn, so that's why I'm like kind of just moving it around. You can start seeing some of the liquid in there. Look at that. It absolutely looks nice. Okay. That's a close-up of it. Because I know like the camera is a little too hard to see from the other side, but look at that, it's really melting. And right now, like I said, it's on high, but I'm gonna move it to low heat once like everything is there. And you can like see the water under there, just like boiling. But I'm just gonna take this, I'm gonna start lowering the fire to medium. Oh my goodness, I forgot to turn on my light. I wonder what this lighting is gonna look like without it. So I'm here and I'm just moving this around. The oil is literally happening. So I'm just gonna go ahead and like put this at like super low and just have the shea butter melt all the way. I want it to like happen as evenly as possible, so it doesn't, like I said, burn or like anything. Make sure you get the ones with the spatula. Be safe because they can pop you, and it basically pop like oil, so be careful. The consistency right now is kind of weird. It's like half melted, half not melted. Okay, so this is what it looks like. It's kind of giving mashed potatoes or something. I don't know. But this is the consistency right now, and it's on low. I think I'm gonna higher it a little bit because the water has cooled down, but, well, not cooled down, but it's not as strong as it was. And I'm just gonna continue mixing them and, you know, get everything situated. But in a few minutes, everything should be melted by then. So with the fire being back on medium, it is really melting. And it just has a few more minutes to go. Let me see. There's 22 right now. Let's see how long till it's. And I'm just separating any big chunks to kind of help it quicker. I guess on its own it can do its thing and melt all the way, but it just helps if you're like breaking up the chunks and it's not so dense for the heat to impact. Science. I'm trying to figure out what it smells like. It's not that hot. The pan, this is kind of hot-ish. It's not even that hot, but the oil really isn't hot, almost like at all. So let me see. No, not hot. Okay, maybe I can serve it with my container. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna use this to scoop it since it's really not that hot. I'm not saying it's not gonna get hot, it is, but you know, once everything is melted, that's when it will really start getting hot. Until then, it's pretty stable. I was gonna bring a new plate, but I'm like, let me just use this bowl that is right here and start the side here. Let's see what side. So this is what we have so far. It is doing well. As you can see, it's almost everything is melted. It's just a few pieces left, but in a few minutes it should all be done. So we'll check back in. Ooh. So we are at the finish line basically. Everything is melted and I'm just gonna take this off. I don't want it to be hot. I think it's good enough for me. There might be still a couple like pieces, but we're just gonna put this over here. Like I said, I'm gonna lower the fire and put it on low. And gently take this off because I don't want to get hurt. I don't want to. Okay, so still a good level of water. I'm just gonna put this one on. Just put the second one on as I wait, and I'm just gonna take a plate and put this here. Okay. It's probably gonna be quicker than the other one, but here we are, and it's not really that hot, so I'm okay using this. But this is kind of the consistency it has, and so I'm just gonna take one of my jars and kind of fill it. It's gonna dry down in a couple of days. I'm pretty sure by tomorrow at least we should see it harden. If I remember, I'll give an update on it. So here we are with the shea butter, and I'm going to actually close it. The heat of that one's gonna melt the other ones. Okay, so let me check on this one. Ooh, this one is like going faster than the other one. Okay, it's going well, melting really nicely. And all I'm going to do is just lower this fire a little bit, just so, you know, it keeps going. So this is one with a little bit of shea butter in it already as well. So I'm just gonna keep filling this one up until this is empty. I wonder if this will be enough, or we need more from the other one. And as you can see, like, even though it gives a darker consistency, if you look over here, it's actually pretty light. Like, it's not a dark color, it's just when it's in its form, and because there's some shea butter in here, it looks a little darker. But oh yeah, and you know, kind of gives it this, but it's still gonna be that color when it's doing, because it's a nut, it's a shea nut. That's where shea butter comes from. And by the way, I'm just gonna plug Ghana in here. This is real authentic Ghana shea butter, and I only buy my shea butter from Ghana because Ghana has the best one I've ever had. And I'm not saying that just because I'm from Ghana. Moisturized hands. Well, moisturized hands are good, but Ghana just does have the best shea butter. So, and I got mine from a small business on Etsy. Not plugging that, but Etsy's a good place to get shea butter if you're looking for some. So I just keep using it. My hands are gonna be so greasy. I think the fact that you don't have to like wait forever for this to like cool and put it in a jar, like that's really good, right? That's really good. I'm not gonna put this back on for now. I'm probably just gonna wait and use it for my hair oil next video, and well, coming soon. So this is ready. Here we are with this one. Yay, yay, yay. I'm just gonna continue filling this up. I don't know if you know the shiny look shea butter gives you, but I kind of like it. It gives you like a, you know, ooey dewy look. There was a time I tried to put shea butter like on my face when I go to bed. I stopped doing that, so I don't use this on my face. On facial skin, but I would go to bed looking like glazed donut, and like that's exactly how I liked it. But now I use like facial oils, one facial oil in the evening times, and I totally still look like a glazed donut. It's a really good shea butter. For the skin, how long is this gonna last me, you ask? Probably a couple of months, but it's good while it lasts. Really good. And then I'm probably gonna make more of it because I just don't want to do all of it. There were times where I had like enough mason jars to put everything in. The more you have, the more you can obviously store in, but I don't want to use everything. So I'm gonna cover this and cover this one. And there we have it. 3 shea butters. You're just gonna sit out here. And as you can see, what I was really looking for especially was just packing it in evenly and having it evenly formulated. Because sometimes when you're trying to put shea butter directly in here, what ends up happening is that like, it's so uneven, and also it makes the texture really good. So if you ever have shea butter and then you melt it and then, you know, reforms back into its original state, it becomes more soft, more finer. You feel the difference when you try it. And I hope this video was helpful. Definitely like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know, do you melt your shea butter as well? It's really good. Like once you start doing it, you probably keep doing it because the feeling of what you get is really good and it's really different. And it's practically one of the only ways to be able to evenly pack your shea butter. Otherwise you will have inconsistent shea butters by big bulk and then putting it into your containers. And this is the shea butters. As we can see, they have solidified going through its process. You can see a little crack in here, but it's pretty much solid now. Inside it's still solidifying. It's a little bit of a gritty texture, which, you know, if you warm up, it easily just becomes the oil. But this is it. So thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and ring the notification bell because I post 2 videos a week on Tuesdays and on Fridays. So come on over because there's a lot of things going on and you don't want to miss it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.